welcome to this day for this Thursday, July 7th. I'm Paul Ortiz, and it looks like you're going to be stuck with me for a couple of days. Lisa is under the weather right now, so we hope she gets better pretty soon, and hopefully we'll see her here on this program on next week. So hopefully she's feeling a little bit better. We have a great program for you today, though. We're going to be talking with Tales from the Woods, and that's going to be Cheryl Strick and Sharon Rosen. And they've done an incredible job producing that show. PJ Higgins is one of our producers here, does an incredible job not only shooting the program, but also editing and putting all the wonderful sound effects and graphics that go along with it as well. A great show. We're going to be talking about some of their new episodes and a brand new character that's been introduced into the program. And so it sounds like it's going to be a great conversation and a lot of fun. Also, speaking of fun, the New York Club is here. That's going to be Dick Rader and Joe Rocher, and they're going to have a couple of trips. This is a really great club, and you don't have to be from New York to be a part of this club. And they have some terrific events that are happening right here in our community, and they're going to be going out to New Orleans in March of next year. So we'll tell you how you can have an opportunity to join the New York Club sometime next year. We have quite a few meetings that are going on today as well. At first, we're going to have at 9:30 this morning, if you're watching our morning program. Landscape Committee, they're going to be meeting in the boardroom. That is Third Mutual. So if you live in the condos, they're going to have that Landscape Committee at 9:30. Mutual 50, if you live over at the Towers, they're going to have the Finance Committee, and that's going to be in their boardroom in the Towers over there, and that's at 10 o'clock this morning. And this afternoon, the Third Maintenance and Construction Committee, they'll be meeting at 1:30. That's in the boardroom, and you can also participate on Zoom as well. Be sure and go to lagunawoodsvillage.com, go to boards or calendar, and you'll find the agenda, and the agenda will actually have the Zoom link that you can participate if you want to do that from home or from your device anywhere, you can get Wi-Fi. Well, let's take a look outside. It's going to be a beautiful day again, another beautiful week for the next couple of days. Looks like the weekend's going to be really nice. That fog this morning is starting to clear already. It was a little thick earlier this morning, but it seems like it's really cleared up quite a bit. Our temperatures are going to be in the comfortable high 70s. A little warmer on Saturday and Sunday, especially Sunday. It's going to be pretty warm. And then, of course, slightly cooler on Monday. But nice temperatures in the high 70s, low 80s, and then those overnight temperatures really comfortable in that low 60 range. Let's take a look at our sunrise and sunset. And our sunrise this morning was at 5:47 a.m. And then our sunset this evening is going to be at 8:05 p.m. Pretty interesting how the last few days, the sunrise and sunset times, they really don't change very much during this time of year, but a beautiful time to get out there and enjoy things like this wonderful picture. I actually took this from the studio over here and took a picture with that egret. You guys probably have seen that. It hangs out here, and it also hangs out at Aliso Creek, of course, looking for something to eat. But I thought it was interesting how he perched himself, or she, on that top tree just to see what was out there. So I think about that time I was looking for lunch. Well, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with the people from the Old Pros, and that's going to be Cheryl Strick and Sharon Rosen right after this.
I'm Dr. Bobby Awadala, double board certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon, and I'd like to introduce you to Skin Credible Dermatology and Surgery. We perform general dermatology, including skin checks, suspicious spots or moles, and other skin problems. Plus, we have the highest cure rate for skin cancer removal. Our state-of-the-art facility is top of the line with industry-leading lasers and cutting-edge cosmetic products. Our goal is to turn back the years with a natural, beautiful look. Visit our website or give us a call to book your appointment today.
Welcome to OCI Care with Dr. Vyas, Laguna Woods' most trusted premium laser eye surgery and comprehensive ophthalmology center. Located in the heart of the Laguna Woods community, OCI Care specializes in laser cataract surgery, glasses-free cataract surgery, microscopic glaucoma surgery, diabetic eye checks, routine exams, and all your other eye care needs. Dr. Vyas and the OCI Care staff believe in one-on-one care and the patient-physician relationship. Come in for your appointment today for a lifetime of better vision.
As we advance through the years, challenges in our daily activities arise. Lake Forest Services hire caregivers that go through stringent screening and compliance processes for assistance in all daily activities. Qualified veterans may also receive care as a VA benefit. We also provide full-service palliative and hospice care through Lake Forest Hospice. Our medical director and his team accommodates house calls to those in need. We exist to create seamless transitions that enhance quality of life.
Village Television presents Friday Films, only on Village Television. Fridays at 2 and 6 p.m. Foreign films, dramas, and comedies. Award-winning films, romance and mystery. Independent films. Every Friday, only on Village Television.
Well, joining us on the program now are the people from the Old Pros, and we have Sharon Rosen and Cheryl Strick. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, we're happy to be here.
Yeah, it's great. Now, you guys are the co-writers for Tales from the Woods. It's a terrific program that we've been able to work together on with Village Television and the Old Pros for nearly 4 years now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's really gotten some traction, too.
Has it?
I believe so. I mean, when you see people, and I'm sure when you're out and about, I mean, you all do different things within the community, so you're pretty recognizable. But I imagine people probably ask you, oh, I've seen you on that show.
They do, and it's always a surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on that show,
Right.
I know you.
Isn't it funny getting in line at Stater Brothers or somewhere like that?
Exactly.
And somebody is just kind of eyeballing you, and then finally you're like, hey, and then like, you're from
Or,
somewhere.
I know you. Where do
Right.
I know you from?
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
watch Village TV? Yeah!
Well, I don't get that very much.
Well,
You're not on camera
I'm
very
behind.
much.
I'm
yeah,
behind
you're,
the scenes.
You're the director and you're the co-writer of
Right.
many of these episodes, so
Right.
you're kind of behind the scenes.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's talk about this new season, the new episodes, and you've actually introduced a new character as well. So that's pretty exciting.
We
to
bring
see.
on new characters quite often because, you know, you mix it up with new people you meet.
Well, we have plenty of characters in our community.
So we do.
So yes, the current episode is season 4, episode 9. So we've been on for 4 seasons, and it's called Happy Hour because we've decided to start introducing a happy hour to our show. And we actually were just talking about it. We may even introduce happy hour once a month in our community.
Oh, wow.
It's in the planning
right.
stages.
we just started talking about it like an hour ago.
And-
So
And we brought in a new character in episode 8, and we wanted to give more information about her and show more of who she is. And that's what we did in episode 9, and boy, did we show it.
Oh, great, yeah. I was talking to PJ about the show, and he was telling me that she came across a little rough around the edges during that first episode, and now we got to figure out how she's going to kind of assimilate with the rest of you in these next programs.
soften her up a bit.
Right.
That's my character's job, is to try to get her to loosen her girdle.
Right. We could use that around here. Yeah. So tell us, how does that develop now? How do you create those stories then?
Well, we met this actor, and we really liked her, and we really wanted to work with her. And so she's really versatile, and we made her very rigid at first. And then we realized we really like working with her, and it would be nice, but she can't be rigid all the time. So then we had to feed her some liquor.
That's how happy hours starts.
Exactly.
And actually, we shoot at my house. We shoot the episodes at my house, and I forgot to buy grape juice for the wine, so we actually used real wine.
Oh, wow.
And so her character really loosened up at this episode, and she was able to go from a really uptight woman to a very loosely wound. Well, not for her.
Not that loose yet, but for her.
What's really neat about our show is how the various actors have gotten into character and maintain the character as to who they are. And so when they get on, as soon as we get on, they are that character.
Wow.
It's really neat.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah. That's why you're pros.
That's why we are pros.
We are, And not so old pros.
But the show is scripted, but it sounds
Yes.
like you can improvise somewhat. And
no.
no.
Not really. Not really. What we do tell the other actors is
That sounds like a
Yeah.
director, right?
Yeah.
Let's just stick to the
not
script.
improvise. What we do tell the other directors, if the way we wrote that line doesn't come out of your mouth easily, then say it the way it would.
Yeah.
But don't change anything.
Yeah, because just shooting commercials for 30 seconds is
Right.
difficult, and you always have people that just want to stray or think they can just pull it off in a certain way.
Yeah.
But we
and it just
can't-
doesn't work sometimes.
We can't do that because we have actors with a script, and so the people following the actor who's improvised are like, what?
We need to hear our cue.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway,
that.
this next episode is pretty neat. This episode that's playing right now, because I'm actually in it
Oh.
for a second. My picture is in it, and because I won a dance contest.
Oh wow.
Well, her
Great.
character did
The
it.
character did.
So where do you get the ideas and content for all these episodes?
Okay, many of the ideas come from Cheryl getting pissed off at somebody.
And so I handle it by writing about it.
Oh wow. Great.
There have been situations in the community that have gotten under my skin, and so I've written about it.
Wow.
And then we were able to like move it around.
Yeah.
Or people tell me stories about situations, and we're able to use them in the show.
Yeah.
Actually, recently so our dear friend Miranda went to Alaska. So in one episode, we had somebody dressed behind a green screen, but she was dressed in a
Parka.
a parka,
Okay.
saying how cold she was, how she had a great idea for a meal that Jackie could provide. And Miranda said to me afterwards, "You're using my life." And that's what I do.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, well, that's how all these movies and television
Yeah.
shows started. you know?
Most of them come from people's real life experiences, and then you expound on them.
Right. Well, Frank Marshall and Gary Marshall made a
Yeah.
great living off of just their
Exactly.
neighborhood, right?
So I'm hoping that
Exactly.
anybody watching this show will still tell me about things.
Yeah, absolutely.
I won't hide away.
Yeah. So talk about the program. You actually air on Village Television twice a week.
We air the same episode for a month, and it's shown twice a week on Mondays at noon and Saturdays at 5:30. In case you miss it, and it's also on YouTube, on the Village Television YouTube channel.
Yes. Right.
So it's so hard to not be able to get in touch with
No
it.
excuse to miss it.
And I think it would be really neat if people watch it and call Village Television to say that they watched it,
Yeah,
so that we have
absolutely.
some kind of idea
Yeah.
about how many people in the community
Right.
are viewing it.
And then you could also leave friendly comments,
Yes.
we hope, on YouTube, because
Yeah,
every
yeah,
once in a
that's
while
right.
we'll get some nice comments regarding the program. So if you can just check the comments there, we'd appreciate that too. And if you have any storylines you might want to share at some point, that'd be interesting.
Well,
too.
people always have storylines for us. Some interesting, some not
But
so
I
much.
think you should watch this episode because it's really neat. We have this new actor who is showing a side of her, and I think a lot of people in the community will be able to relate to her
Yeah.
because she's a person who's had situations that are not so great, and she's trying to overcome them.
And it's interesting because even though we're all aging, it's almost like being back in school again when you move into a new community, right? You're just trying to,
Right.
who's
Trying to
going to
fit
be
in.
my next friend? How am I going to fit in?
Right.
What interests will I have? And
Or the first time you go into a meeting and you don't know anybody and nobody comes up to you to say
Yeah.
hello. That's terrible.
yeah, to
And
sit
it
down
happens
and
quite
kind
a
of
bit.
work it out.
I kind of equate living in this community as being back in 8th grade.
Right.
So
It does. I said high school. It's high school all over again.
it really is
Yeah,
in so many ways.
Which is great. How difficult is it to get the production schedule going? Because you're shooting shows every month, you're writing, now we have to shoot.
Well, you know,
you really only have
It's
3
funny.
weeks to prepare,
It's,
right?
Yeah, it's funny. Before COVID, it was sort of lackadaisical. We didn't get a new. Our schedule wasn't as tight. But then with COVID and we were producing everything on Zoom, it was much easier. And then with the new producer, it's been easier. We've been on a rigid schedule
Oh, good.
once a
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
and the actors are able to get their lines memorized. For the next episode that we're working on, the actors are all in other productions, and they've asked for fewer lines. So
We brought back
we
in
had-
some characters who had guested in previous episodes, and we have a big meeting with all of these characters, so everybody only has 1 or 2 lines,
Yeah.
and they're all very happy.
Yes, yes.
They're doing other things.
So how hard is it? We're now on a schedule. The main actors actually we like getting together. We meet every Monday at my house for a rehearsal. It doesn't take that long, and then nobody leaves.
Until we get it done right.
Right.
No. We sit and chat.
We sit-
Good. Yeah. Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. I imagine if people had somewhat of a theater background, could probably contact you via the email, and then you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be great to
Absolutely.
You
know.
don't really have auditions, but I imagine you kind of have conversations with people. Hey, I used to do that.
We have had
You never
auditions in
know.
the past.
Oh,
We
have you?
have had big open auditions just to see who's here
And we found
who we
actually,
can write for.
And actually, we found a few people from the open old pros
Oh, great.
auditions, so that was very helpful.
And-
so yeah, so
and
if
created
people,
characters
if
because of
people
what we
want to
saw.
contact us via the website, that would be great.
Okay, sounds good. Well, the show airs on Mondays at noon and then Saturday at 5:30.
Yes.
And if you'd like to contact them, be sure and just look up their website, ocoldpros.org, and get all that information. Thanks so much for joining us on the program.
Thank
Sounds like
you.
you're having a great
We're having
time.
a great
Thanks,
time.
Paul.
Yeah, you bet. Make sure you give them a call or email them, and that's the ocoldpros.org. We'll be back with the New York Club right after this.
My name is Angela. I'm 51 years old and I was diagnosed with a heart murmur. Before the surgery, I was struggling to breathe. I was missing out a lot on playing with my son. I decided to go to Hoag from Nevada to have my mitral valve repair because the surgeons there are excellent.
My personal approach to patient care is really taking care of a patient as if they were a member of my family.
After the surgery, I can chase him and run around and play with him as much as he wants. It's like a miracle. It's like this patient made it through the toughest time in their life, and it's an awesome feeling.
The feeling to see these patients recover, especially when they're critically ill like that, it's just the best feeling in the world.
We wanted this to be one of the top cardiovascular centers in the region, the state, the nation, and to be recognized for that. We've achieved that.
If I had to go back and make the same choice, I would choose Hoag again. They treated me like family. This changed my life, and now I get to be with my son.
Hearing aids require a lot of attention. Don't underestimate the problems earwax can cause. Come in and see inside your own ear canals to find out how much blockage you have. Debris like earwax can cause up to 45% reduction in amplification. Your hearing aids may be able to be significantly improved to help you hear conversations clearly with a simple office visit. Every day, patients say, "Oh my gosh, that sounds so much better." Stop in or call us today for a complimentary cleaning and ear inspection. Tell them Stuart sent you.
Diane's Hallmark in Laguna Niguel is now an Elam's Hallmark, and we are excited to be part of your community. We have just remodeled, and you will be surprised by the wide variety of fashion and accessories, home decor, collectibles, Disney, Peanuts, Harry Potter, and Star Wars, along with the largest Hallmark card selection in town. Stop in today and sign up for our Crown Rewards program and get a free Just Because card. Once a member, you can get a free card once a month. Elam's Hallmark, your neighborhood gift store.
Well, joining us now are the busy guys from the New York Club. We got Joe Rocher and Dick Rader. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you.
A terrific club that you don't have to be from New York, but I imagine the majority of the people that are in your club are from the New York area, right?
Might be.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure, but we encourage anyone that lives here to join the club.
Yeah. Now, Joe, you have some terrific events that are happening in this in the community, and a lot of them it's some really good entertainment.
We try to vary the entertainment month to month, and it's on the third Wednesday of the month. That's when we have our meetings. And this month we have a trio, the Love Tales Trio, and they're featuring a vocalist, Laura Risotto.
Right.
And it's the first time for them to be in our community. So we think it's going to be a pretty exciting program. It's on July 20th of this month. And on the 30th, July 30th, we have a concert at the Performing Arts Center, the music of Whitney Houston.
Wow.
And we think that's going to really be exciting.
Absolutely.
And we encourage everyone to go out and buy a ticket and join us for that concert.
Now,
It'll be
those
fun.
tickets can be bought by the Recreation Department at this time?
At the box office.
Okay, great. Yeah.
They're for sale there.
How do you get people like that to come to the community? You have a scout? You have?
Well, we have agents. We deal with agents sometimes. We deal directly with the performer, and we're able to bring them in based on the ability of how much we pay them,
right,
and how much they are asking for. But that we deal primarily with agents that have these acts. Yeah.
Are those guys kind of amazed that you have a 837-seat auditorium in your own little HOA? Because I would imagine most people don't have that.
I think that the fact that we have everything for them, the sound, all that, I think that's pretty.
Lighting,
it's
sound,
it's
text.
enticing. I think that they don't mind performing here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really.
Do you have another show that's coming on after the?
No, we're dark in August.
Okay.
So we're going to stay quiet for a while.
Okay.
And then in September, we do have Judy Garland act.
Great.
And we think that's really going to be great.
Yeah. You guys picked some wonderful entertainment.
I think it's going to be outstanding. Yeah.
Now, you handle a lot of the trips, and I know you're already sold out, and you're heading to New York with a bunch of nice people, but you also have another trip coming up in March. You're going to be heading to New Orleans, huh?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
The New Orleans trip is one in which the hotel is right in the French Quarter, right where the action is. And also, there are a lot of interesting things that we're going to go to. For example, we're going to go to a museum called Mardi Gras World. I've been there, and they have some of the floats that you can see there. We're also going to go to the New Orleans School of Cooking for a cooking demonstration.
Right.
And we're also going to go, or you can go, to a place where they actually make the gas lights handmade, and they're all throughout the French Quarter.
Wow.
So there are a lot of other things that we're going to do on that trip, but I would emphasize that we're going to have a Zoom meeting on Monday, July 18th at 7 p.m. That's Monday, July 18th at 7 p.m. The link, to get the link for that meeting, call me.
Okay.
And my number is available on all the brochures that you'll see at the clubhouses, but I'll give it to you now. It's 949-583-9698. That's 583-9698. The trip takes place in March of next year. So I would encourage, however, people to sign up as soon as possible to think of going, because we have only a limited number of seats. And if you sign up by October 26th, you will save $100, and you'll lock in the pricing of the tour, which includes the airfare.
Wow.
After that time, of course, the pricing could increase.
Yeah.
So I would also mention one other thing, and that is that, excuse me, I would encourage people to get the trip insurance, because what it allows you to do, if you have to cancel, you can cancel up to 24 hours prior to departure. Cancel it for any reason whatsoever. Get your money back, minus the insurance, which is only $199.
Wow.
We do have another trip coming up, and that is to the races. We're going to go to Del Mar Racetrack on August 11th.
It's a little closer, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the trip includes your admission, shaded clubhouse seating, tour director, race program. And I think Joe said he's going to go.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm going to go too.
Joe
Joe
likes to bet on the horses, huh?
Yeah. So those are two of the trips that we have upcoming.
Right. Great. Well, before we let you go, I wanted to mention that you're also looking for volunteers. I mean, all this wonderful activity, takes work and effort, right?
Well,
so you could use a little bit of help.
Dick and I share that feeling. We're trying to be as inclusive as we can, and we have a very active group. We have an extremely active board, and we'd like to enhance our committee structure. And so our membership out there, if they're interested, we would love to have them come aboard and join some of our committees.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a comment about the committees. You might think that it's an enormous time commitment. It isn't. It's
Right.
fun.
Very
And
good point.
for example, the travel committee has only had 2 meetings this
Yes,
year.
very good
So
point.
it's a minimal amount of involvement. We're also looking for people to join our entertainment and help us pick some exciting acts. Again, the time commitment is minimal. So if you want to volunteer,
Good point.
give myself or Joe a call. My number, as I said, is available at all the clubhouses on the flyers.
Yeah. And the beauty of it is you all have been doing this for a long time, so you've already established the foundation of how
Yes.
kind of this operation works. Now you just need someone to kind of keep it going, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thanks so much for joining us today on the program. You have some terrific events that are happening
you
right
for-
here in our clubhouse. And it looks like some people will be traveling to New York and New Orleans with you.
Well, thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank
for
you.
having us.
Absolutely.
We enjoyed it.
That's the New York Club, and they do meet here in Laguna Woods. And if you want more information, you can give Dick a call, or you can go to the LagunaWoodsVillage.com website, go to clubs, and you'll find the New York Club. We'll be back right after this.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Do you have cavities, broken or missing teeth, tooth pain, or other dental problems? These issues can create more problems than you think, including affecting your overall health. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Loberg Dental today and your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. It's a great way for you to experience our high-quality level of patient care while saving money too. Visit drloberg.com to schedule your free exam and x-rays today.
Well, we'll only have a second to take you outside and see what our weather's like, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day here, a bit warm, so if you're out there enjoying many of the activities here in our community, be sure and wear some sunblock. You know, those temperatures will be into the high 70s, and then as we approach the weekend, it's going to get to be about low 80s here. 82 is going to be our hottest day for the next few days, and then as the week of Monday starts once again, we'll have cooler temperatures. Well, we thank you for joining us today on our program. We had a great talk with the old pros and, of course, the New York Club. And tomorrow we'll be talking to the Fit Brain Club. Thanks for joining us for the last half hour here in Laguna in This Day. Almost got it out. And enjoy your day right here in Laguna Woods Village.
When a loved one requires ongoing assistance and attention, home-related care and caregiving become viable alternatives to an existence dependent upon hospitalization. Your home care provides thoughtful general care and assistance with the basic necessities of daily living, all within familiar surroundings.
Hello, I'm Kyle Warner, and I would love to talk to you about how we can help with your home care needs. Call me today.